Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, second year students? I hope you all are fine and you are doing well. Dear students, as you know, we have completed 4 exercises of chapter number 2. So today we will start very important exercise 2.5. Okay, this is very important according to board point of view for long questions. As in this exercise we have to take differentiate of the trigonometric functions. You know about trigonometric functions: sine, cos, tangent, secant, cosecant, cot. All these are known as trigonometric functions by using first principle. Okay, first principle method, you have used this method in your exercise number in starting exercise 1.1 and 1.2. So in first question you will use first principle method. So we will revise first principle method. Its other name is by definition method or by ab initio method that we have used in exercise 2.1. In first step we will write the given function is equal to y. In second one we will add delta y, delta function on both sides, and after that we will divide both sides by delta x, and in fourth step we will apply limit delta x tends to 0. So this method is known as first principle method. It has 3 names: by definition, by ab initio, or by first principle method. So we will use in question number 1 of exercise 2.5 this method, this technique to take derivative of the given function. These are the derivative of some important trigonometric functions. Must memorize these. D over derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. These are frequently used, so must learn all these. Okay, just like formulas, you learn formulas because they are frequently used. So these are frequently used while taking derivatives. Derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x, derivative of tangent x is secant square x, derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x, and derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x cot x, and derivative of secant x is secant x tangent x. Okay, their proofs are also available in solved questions in starting of exercise. Question number 1, part 1 of exercise 2.5. Differentiate the following trigonometric function, this one, from the first principle. So first of all we will write here y is equal to sin 2x, and after that add delta function on both sides. Y plus delta y is equal to 2, written here as we have to add delta function only in variable in y and x. So sin 2x plus delta x on right hand side, delta y is equal to sin 2x plus 2 delta x. When you multiply this 2 with this inside the bracket terms, and minus y plus y comes in right hand side, it becomes minus y, as we have done in exercise 2.1, same method. Now you can observe here sin 2x plus 2 delta x minus sin 2x. This is sin p minus sin q formula that you have used in your previous exercise. I have written here formula. It can be written as sin p minus sin q is equal to 2 cos p plus q over 2 sin p minus q over 2. By using this formula we will continue this question. So by applying formula 2 cos 2x plus 2 delta x plus 2x over 2 sin 2x plus 2 delta x minus 2x over 2 as sin p plus cos p plus q sin p minus q. Okay, so delta y, now dividing both sides by delta x in third step by using definition method or first principle method. Delta y over delta x, and all these complete term is divided by this delta x function. So 2 cos 2x 4x plus 2x 2 delta x divided by 2 sin as it is, plus 2x minus 2x cancel out, left behind 2 delta x over 2, and all this complete term is divided by delta x. Applying limit delta x tends to 0. It's fourth one. Now in fourth step we have to apply limit. So limit delta x tends to 0, delta y over delta x is equal to 2. Now apply limit delta x tends to 0, where you see delta x apply 0 now. Okay, so 2 as it is, cos written here, 2x written as it is, while in place of delta x we have put 0. While you can see here limit delta x tends to 0, sin delta x over delta x. So it is the form of limit theta tends to 0, sin theta over theta is equal to 1. We have proved this one. So in place of this one, this is equal to 1. So 2 cos 2x into 1. So this is our required derivative. Part number 2 and 3 you will solve yourselves by following part 1 method, while question number 4 is a little different, as there is power of variable. Y is equal to cos x square. So first of all, this is first one. The second one, apply delta function on both sides. Y plus delta y is equal to cos x plus delta x whole square. So delta y is equal to, when you have changed the side of y from left hand side, it comes on right hand side, it carry negative sign. So delta y is equal to cos x plus delta x whole square minus cos x square. Put this is the value of y, cos x square. This is not cos square x, cos x square. So we can observe here, this is also the formula of cos p minus cos theta. Okay, cos p minus cos q. This one is, if we consider p and this one x square q, then it becomes as cos p minus cos q. Okay, and the formula of cos p minus cos q is minus 2 sin p plus q over 2 sin p minus q over 2. When there is cos, then there is no mixing of trigonometric function, both are sine. But when there is sine, there is mixing, one time sine and cos. Okay, so by applying this formula we will solve and continue this question. Delta y or delta x is equal to, we have applied with delta x, right, on both sides. This is the third step, and fourth step is apply limit. And I hope you can easily apply this formula on this given function. So this is simple, minus 2 sin x plus delta x, x plus delta x, plus sine plus x square, sine with minus sine x plus delta x, this one minus x square, right? So now open the open this square, x square plus delta x square plus 2x delta x plus x square, while in second one x square plus delta x square plus 2x delta x minus x square. X square cancel out, and what left behind, now we will divide both sides by delta x. Delta y over delta x is equal to minus 2 sin 2x square plus delta x square plus 2x delta x over 2, while this delta x is divided both sides on all terms. So we have written this delta x in under the denominator of minus 2. So it is in multiplication of all this complete term, right? Minus 2 sin del over delta x, x square, 2x square over 2 cancel, left behind x square, right? Now I am writing 2 separately under all these terms, as all these terms are divided by 2. 2x square over 2 left behind x square, delta x square over 2 written as it is, 2x delta x over 2 cancel out, x delta x, sine, taken delta x common, sine delta x, left behind delta x plus 2x over 2, right, minus 2 sine. Now we will manage this delta x under this one, so that we will write its and we will apply there another rule. So minus 2 sin x square plus delta x square over 2 plus x delta x sin delta x over delta x. This delta x is now written here, while this term delta x plus 2x over 2 written as it is. Clear? We have done nothing an extra thing here. We have just handle balance, try to manage this question, so that we will apply another rule to deal it easily. So multiplying and dividing by delta x plus 2x over 2, when there is delta x plus 2x over 2 in its denominator, so we will apply it here formula, limit theta approaches to 0 sin theta over theta, this formula, minus 2 sin x square plus delta x square over 2 plus x delta x written as it is, while multiplying and dividing by this term, So sin delta x as it is x plus delta x over 2 written here, over delta x as it is, multiplying and dividing by this term. This is in multiplication, this is in division now. And what's fourth one? Applying limit delta x on both sides, right? Minus 2 sin x square, delta x tends to 0 becomes 0. Delta x tends to 0, written here 0. Sin delta x plus 2x over 2, delta x into delta x plus 2x over 2. So it becomes 1. By applying formula limit theta approaches to 0, sin theta over theta is equal to 1. While this term delta x 0, by applying limit and left behind 2x over 2. So now minus 2 sin x square plus 0 in place of this one 0, as delta x tends to 0. In place of delta x 0, right? While this complete terms tends to 1, delta x 0, 2x over 2 written here. 2 cancel out, minus 2 sin x square and left behind x. So it can be written as minus 2x sin x square. So this is our required derivative, required answer. So now try to solve first first 4 parts of question number 1. These are very important for long questions. After that I will solve for you in next lecture remaining parts of question number 1. So this is your homework. Complete first 4 part of question number 1 of exercise 2.5. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.